Welcome to Grow With Angie, where I help you with all of your homesteading needs. Today we're going to be talking about mason jars. Now, if you're already a homesteader, you probably have lots of mason jars, but did you know about all of the accessories? So we're going to go over 4 accessories that I think everybody who owns mason jars should have. If you are new to homesteading and you haven't invested in mason jars yet, go out and grab yourself some. There are so many different things that you can do with these. And quite honestly, we use them for drinking glasses. Now, you might not think about mason jars as actually bean sprouting jars. I love my Patriot supply. It's one of my favorite brands, and I sprout these all the time. But what I use is this little mesh pad right here and then a ring. You're gonna pour your beans into your jar, then you will just be twisting this on, and you're gonna let your beans soak for 24 hours. And then as you rinse them, you can just drain it right out, and then you'll be turning it at an angle to let airflow in so you can sprout your beans. We're gonna take a look at this. This is actually a different type of a lid. If I can figure out the box. I haven't used this before. I found it to be quite interesting. And these are rubber lids. So they're gonna last a little bit longer than the kind that I'm using right now. Because I'll tell you, a little nasty with these. I tend to get a little bit of a rust around these and I have to scrub them off with a steel wool. That's just a pain. This is an actual sprouting top and a drain top at the same time. They are called sprout huggers. You can see right here the example, and it comes with full instructions, so there is no guesswork with these. First one is your strainer lid. It's gonna stretch across the top like you're putting an elastic band on here. Well, this is a nice tight fit, that's for sure. I'm gonna show you up close what I'm doing. This band is gonna go down and around the jar, and it is a really tight fit. And we're just not gonna be that perfect right now for the sake of the video, although I'm so picky. Okay, so this is what the top of the jar looks like. So you're gonna have your beans in here, rinse them, and then you can dump it out. Now, what's fun with this type of lid is that you don't have to worry about angling it on your sink or having a special rack. You're just gonna use this base section to put it on, and this is gonna allow it to drain. And you'll be able to sprout your beans just in this little lid. So this is kind of handy. I'm just hoping that it's gonna be easier to get on and off the smaller lids. This might be even easier to put on. Of course it is. So I would recommend using your small mouth jars with this instead of the large, just if you want the ease of that going on and off. Let's go into product number 2, and I have a jar here full of freshly dehydrated jalapeno peppers and some other peppers that I had from my garden. And we're gonna try one of these sealer kits. What is really cool about this sealer kit, there is no electronics. So I'm gonna say this is a 100% off the grid type product. We don't have to worry about electricity. We don't have to worry about nasty apps or cell phones or any of that crazy stuff that a lot of us homesteaders want nothing to do with. This comes with 2 different sizes, which is really nice when they come with these 2 different sizes, because this is going to be your wide mouth and this is going to be your smaller mouth jars. You're gonna wanna get yourself the sealing lid and put it on your jar. Then grab the small or the large, depending on what you're using, slide it over top of your jar, and then you have a simple hand pump. So your hand pump is just gonna go right over top of this little hole here, and you're gonna keep pumping until you feel this pressure or until you hear your lid snap. This is drawing all of the air out. When we're dehydrating foods, or maybe if you're storing your beans or pastas, even cereals, anything that you want to keep dry, this will really help with the moisture getting into your jars. You're gonna take your top off, and I just heard it click. And now with this one, we're gonna gently pull the lid off. And this tends to happen to me. I've actually had this one for a while, and this has been a complaint of mine that the seal on this is so good that it pulls my lid off. So it takes a little getting used to with this one to make sure you're lifting it off without grabbing that seal and breaking it before it needs to be broken. Once your seal is nice and tight, you can go ahead and just leave it as is, or you can put a ring on it. And I'll show you up close what these look like on the inside. You can see they have this rubber seal right here, and that's the problem, is when you're pulling them off, to make sure you're not catching this lid inside that, because it will pop it out. This is what's going to go on to your food sealer if you have an electronic food sealer. So let's put this one away for a rainy day or for an emergency, and we're gonna get out the next one. Here we go. This one is electric. Is it 100% off the grid? No, because you need electricity, but it is just a little plug and a USB on the back of the cord. This one actually comes with the small lids and the large lids, so you get a little pack of them with it, and you get this cute little can opener, another plug cord, which I have so many of these, I don't really need another one. We're gonna go ahead and take a close look at how this works. I wanna show you nice and close up so you can see all of the glory of this lightweight electric sealer. There is your little port plug and your power button. Now on the side, you can see this lock and unlock. Right now, it is actually set to the large size for your large lids, but we're gonna be sealing a small jar. So what you do is just turn this, unlock it, and this bottom section comes right off. And then you have a smaller size, which will fit your smaller jar lids. Once you put this on, you're gonna go ahead and hit your power button, and it's gonna run for 60 seconds. It's gonna count it out for you. It's sucking all the air out. And we just have to wait for 60 seconds. But this is a really easy, quick way to seal your foods. And again, you can use this for all kinds of different things that you just don't want moisture in when it says to put in a cool, dry place. Mason jars and sealers are the best way to preserve that. We're almost there. Now, when it hits the 60-second mark, it's gonna shut itself off, and we should hear the lid pop. There it goes, it popped. And with this one, it is super easy to remove the top. It slides right off. I don't ever have to worry about this coming off, and it is stuck on here. It is so solid. This is perfect for your dry goods. And the fact that this is on, like, I can't get it off with my fingers. We're gonna grab this little tool. There we go. It unsealed it, and we could hear that unsealing. This is by far my absolute favorite. This product was sent to me in exchange for a review. I actually told them that I would love to add this to the collection of today's video because it really is a great product. I'm gonna be using this all the time. It's gonna go in with my canning supplies for sure. So the last canning jar accessory is by far my favorite. Mason jars, you can grab these things so inexpensively if you get them on sale. Don't buy them during canning season because you're gonna pay probably twice as much. Try and grab them before canning season, after canning season if they're on clearance. And then you wanna get yourself these really cool lids that come with straws. They are made by Ball, which is the Ball jar. Actually, this one is not a Ball jar. This is a Golden Harvest jar, but who's reading labels? So you're gonna lay this right on the top. You're gonna put your lid on here, and then drop a straw in, and look at that. You have a straw drinking glass with a sealed lid. These are great to take with you. If you get the skinnier glasses, they're skinnier jars, you can put them in your cup holders in your car. I love drinking iced tea, lemonade out of these in the summer. It's really easy if you need to shake up maybe a protein mix, because you could actually put your regular lid on here, shake it all up, get a good blended drink, maybe add a little vodka in there, and then put your twist top on, and you've got yourself a nice cold beverage. Or with mason jars, it could be a nice hot beverage. There are so many mason jar accessories out there. It's just a wide open shopping experience. So tell me down in the comments below, what's your favorite mason jar accessory? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can grow your homestead with Angie, and we'll see you on the next episode.